All right, hey, what it do? I'm back. I want to see what y'all think about this topic. Hopefully, I think I got the comments on for those of you who feel comfortable with the topic. Somebody said, well, there was a message there. Where did it go? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it went away. All right. So what the hell, bitch? Okay. The topic. Okay. Now, we ain't got to dig too deep. If you're not comfortable with the topic or talking about it, then, no worries. Whoop-de-whoop. But what do you all think or feel about the topic of clones? Clones. And I'm not just talking about how they, they're able to clone technology or they're able to clone people's phones and devices. But how do you guys feel about clones? Like, do you all think, I know you guys have heard about it if you're in the esoteric community, spiritual community, an ascension journey. Some of you could have heard about or have a little bit of knowledge about the topic of clones. And then how do you think that goes? Because I was like, how do they do this shit? So they clone a motherfucker. Okay. And then like something happens to the original or some shit. And then like, I was just kind of wondering, how does that actually look and play out? I do though, because of the type of experiences that I have had and a part of this awakening process, I am starting to understand and believe that that's a strong possibility that many of us have kin folks that were cloned, and stuff could have happened due to their choices. They didn't ascend. They could have, played with some weird things. Things could have happened and they were cloned to be able to step in and to be able to trick the assigned ones in the bloodline. Okay, because you guys remember hearing me say how they're going to always target the person that's, carnated to ascend and to clear a bloodline. And so the best way to do it is through the blood. Okay? It's through the blood. It's through familiarity, because your guards are going to be down, right? You're never going to suspect any of your people. And again, so just take this as a resonate. This is not for everybody. I'm certainly not implying that everybody's people are clones. Okay? I'm not implying that. But for those of you who suspect some things and starting to feel a certain kind of way based on the experiences that you had, like maybe something happened to the original. Maybe your parent went to a whole other state. Something happened to them and they came back. You know what I'm saying? Something else, which would explain how they were able to be a part of some pretty fucked up shit, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it make things make sense? Like, okay, so they went off to another state, bitch, and then boom, bitch. And then when they came back, they was crazy and they killed their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it makes a lot of sense as to why some of us have gone through some kind of Twilight Zone-y, experiences. Like, we're like, this can't be. So I really do feel like, and again, please, damn, y'all see that? It's a huge ass bird, bitch. Anyway, huge. That's a huge motherfucker right there. And if it's that big, that high up, I wonder what it's like if it hit the ground. So please don't try to force this. I'm not implying that everybody, situations, they got cloned family members, okay? But some of us, especially if we know we carnated to clear a bloodline, to ascend it, to transmute out some things, one of the strategies is to hack into that. So when stuff happens to the originals, like your parents, your sisters, your brothers, they could be cloned. I know that they can be hacked for sure. Because if they're not awakening and healing, then they could be hacked as well. Just like in the movie The Matrix. So think about that. But would that make sense? Because the other night, I want to say it was last night, I came on live and I was discussing the question, What would you do and how would you feel if you discovered that it was your own kinfolks trying to kill you? Right? And a lot of people, I think somebody had came on and commented, and they said that they would ask why. They would want to know why would they do that? Why would they try to kill them? Right? That's what somebody said on the live. They would ask why. And so remember how I said, like, there's no answer that's going to make sense as to why they would do it? And then today I'm thinking about the topic of clones. So even though it's kind of out there, it's esoteric, it's big, right? It's plausible. It's a possibility, and it would certainly make sense as to why they were capable of it. For those that discover that our kinfolks were behind trying to hurt us, ruin us, steal from us, right? The original could have died. Even if it's not even publicly known, the original could have got hacked, you know what I'm saying, taken over to try to infiltrate, because you're going to trust your bloodline. This is why the bloodline is used. You're going to trust your bloodline. You're going to automatically trust these people. So what better way? So again, don't make this fit. Don't go paranoid. Don't try to dig. But this is for those of you who you know some things and you suspect some things and you've seen some things. Okay? And what do you do with that? Hopefully you can go somewhere and heal, you know. Hopefully there's a level of solace to, if that is even the case, like, Eureka, the person that I'm looking at is not even the original. Okay? My original birther, my original, father, my original, you know what I'm saying, was gone a long time ago. This is somebody that was cloned or hacked or whatever. And it maybe kind of soothes you a little, like, damn, bitch, okay, shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, cloned or not cloned, whether or not, what is he doing? Whether or not we believe in that or not, I know people want to kind of make sense of why people do hurtful things. And sometimes there's just no answer. Okay? Sometimes it's just no answer. You guys hear me talk about stuff like this all the time. You hear me talk about, people getting involved with things that they don't know what they're doing, and it takes a very, very bad turn, and it gets them involved in some very, very bad shit. And I thought it says here. Oh, thank you for the likes. Whoever's sending the likes, hold on. I thought okay. Hi. The weather is trippy here today. Trippy. Somebody said they're cloning. All right. Okay. So somebody decided to join the conversation. I wasn't getting any traction there. So I'm like, maybe they don't talk about it. That's fine. Somebody said they're cloning. All right. So I'm okay. Hey. So those of you, then this explains why we end up encountering some situations where it's with our kinfolks, friends, family, people that were close, because these are the people that you'll trust, right? Before anyone else, these are the people that you would initially trust with your life. So what better way to get close to you? What better way to destroy you? Somebody says more than we think and know. Exactly. That's how I feel, right? But, people think I'm strange, okay? But But that's what I feel. I'm like, it's happening more than people think. I'm like, I think this stuff is ancient. I think that it's been happening, and I think that this is a part of why some of our childhoods look the way it did, to be quite frank. Why some of our parents and grandparents and siblings and aunties and uncles, were able to do the malicious shits that they did. Either they were hacked or cloned. That's how I feel. Either they were being hacked due to their lack of being healing and lack of awakening. So that means they're under the control of the matrix. It means they're under the control of the program. Right? Somebody says Dolores Cannon. And you know what I'm saying? But please, y'all, don't freak out. I'm not trying to make you all freak out. I don't want you to freak out, okay? Don't freak out. Because that's not going to help you in the matter, right? But that expanded awareness, when you're going through cognitive dissonance after going through some type of a traumatic event, right? Right? As to why people do that. It's ancient. It's old. I do believe that. And I believe for different reasons they do it. I'm not professing to have all of the answers. Oh, damn, that's a big one too. Huh? One of my signs. Let me see. I wonder if I can. That's a big one. I wonder if y'all can see it. Can y'all know, huh? Dang. I wonder what is that? Sometimes I can tell if I can manage to see the colors. I can't. Okay, anyway. I'm sorry. I got off track. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oops. Anywho. I'm trying to zoom back out. It ain't doing it, bitch. So. The best thing that I can say is like, hey, if you feel like that's kind of some stuff that's been going on in your life, hopefully it gives you some solace. Hopefully it just helps you to make some changes. Maybe that understanding gives you some strength to make some hard decisions that were hard to make before, when you were kind of like wrestling with nah, like help you to go, wait a minute. This is an attempt to infiltrate. This is an attempt to get close to me. This is an attempt to have access to me. This is an attempt to try to sabotage my ascension, which is what I incarnated into this blood for. To sabotage my healing, to sabotage hell, to possibly kill me off, because they're who I trust. So they're going to have access to my blood records. They're going to have access to DNA information. They're going to have, if I trust them, then they're going to have access to my presence, my physicality, my clothes, you see what I'm saying? So doesn't this make sense to you all, why they would choose to do that? It's the last place people will look. It's the last place people are going to suspect. And especially if you have traditional background, people who subscribe to like traditional, man-made religion. These are going to be the last places people look to suspect any sort of weird or foul play. To me, this is the art of war. It makes perfect sense why that would be a strategy. It's an easy way. Because the other ways are kind of the long route. Because now you're going to have to befriend a person. You're going to have to gain their trust. You're going to have to convince them all these things. And that's the long route. Okay? It takes a little longer. right? You're going to have to ask kiss. You're going to have to perform. You're going to have to go in acting like you're a supporter and a helper, and act, you're going to have to do all those things. So that's like the second strategy. This is where the lovers come in. Okay. So the combo effect is, the combo is target the bloodline, the kin folks, because that's the quickest and easiest access. Number one. Number two, target spirituality and the person's lovers. Target their belief systems and their lovers. These are the other ways, the easiest way. So it's going to be by going to church, going to spiritual groups, going to all of these things to attempt to infiltrate. Okay? Those are the other strategies. Then lovers. Ain't nothing like a good old fashioned entangle somebody up through their sex. Okay? Get them, because now you can add a whole level of special binding, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now you got, now you got that exchange of sexual energy. Now you got that entanglement, that soul entanglement, and all of those other things to cloud the judgment and to get one bound. So what better way to bring in the dogs? In the movie, the original Matrix, Morpheus was teaching Neo about the name of the game when he first was trying to get him hip to the game of the Matrix, bitch. And so he was trying to teach him practicality, like, this is how this shit plays out. I'm teaching you in theology, or I'm teaching you, in lecture form, but I'm going to show you how this looks. You need to know that the Matrix is aware of who you are, and they're aware of your weakness. You need to know, somebody says real talk, if you've been there, you know what you mean. Yeah. So that's what happened to Neo and shit. Even though he was Neo, right? Boom, bitch. He was Neo and shit. But he still had weakness. He had weakness. And the Matrix, played on it. Morpheus is like, look, while you looking at tail, they're about to shoot you. They finna take you up out the game, my friend. They brought in the devil with the blue dress on you. Or the devil with the red dress, whatever she had on, right? So Morpheus is like, stop, freeze frame. Thank you, whoever sent the rose and the TikTok thing there. Thank you. Morpheus is like, stop, freeze frame. Now turn around. Boom. She had a gun right at his head. Right at his fucking head. Because why? Lust. His eyes. His eyes. Here you go. Like, ooh, groovy chick, right? And I'm not saying it's bad or desire, so please don't take it to the left field. I'm not implying that. I'm simply saying, like, the point was he had to get his shit in his capacities, bitch. That was the point. It's like, dude, you waking up into your Neo energy now, okay? Neo can't be affording, okay? He can't be affording to be swinging left and right every time ass come walking by. He can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't afford to be, because see, they'll bring in as many asses as it takes. If that's what it takes to get you distracted, if that's what it takes to stop you from wanting to heal, wake up in a sin, if that's what it takes from stopping you transforming into your divine power, if that's what it takes, they'll bring in however many asses is necessary. If the Matrix know that's your Achilles heel. Because see, everybody's Achilles heel is different. So in Neo's case, in the movie, that was his. But we have different Achilles heels. Some of us, it's money. So if that's your Achilles heel, they're going to bring in everybody that is presenting to you a scheme that's promising wealth and riches forever. They're going to bring in people that's seeming all too helpful and willing to take care of you, no strings attached. Do you see where I'm going? Because if that's your Achilles heel, then they're going to need to exploit that weakness. If it's, connected to power, hey, how you doing? Good, thank you. If the Achilles heel is about power, you always wanted power. You always wanted notoriety. You always wanted attention. You always wanted praise and worship and adoration. You always wanted people to dote on you all day. Like whatever your Achilles heel, then the matrix is going to bring in people who seem to fit that perfectly. Somebody says they did 3 years. So that you'll take defense down. So they can get close to you. It seemed just perfect. Oh, they praise and worship me just like I like it. Right? Let's say you're, whatever it is. We all got something different. If it's spirituality, they know how to bring in somebody, boom, bitch. With the religion, whatever it is you need, bitch. Whatever it is you need, they finna bring that in, bitch, and be like, this is what you always have wanted. And it's going to seem just like, it's going to be like, oh, Eureka. If you wanted to have torrid affairs, if you always wanted to have, the, 50 Shades of Grey life and shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? If that was the dream for you, then they're going to bring in the dogs. They're going to bring in the people that's just got the just right for you. Okay? The people who loves to do that shit, and they will be willing, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody says, I beat them all. I made it out. Right? I'm just saying, y'all, this is why they say know thyself. I'm starting to understand why they say know thyself, because as you know your weakness, you know what they're coming for. When you know your own tendernesses and things like that, you know exactly how they're going to be trying to come at you. Right? And please, balance. Y'all got to do this stuff with balance here. There's nothing wrong with any of the things I'm mentioning in and of itself, but it can get you. That's what Morpheus was teaching. It can get you. If you don't have control and power and authority over it, then it is going to rule you. It's going to rule you. So ain't nothing like a good old-fashioned baby trap. Ain't nothing like... Somebody says, without the bullet in my back. And then somebody said, you have to stand in your truth, period. Yeah. Damn. You heard... Neo needed to concentrate. This is another thing I want to say, okay? This is certainly not going to apply to everybody, because guess what? Not everybody has carnated this go around to wake up in a sin. Not everybody's soul contract or whatever the pre-carnation process is. So this is not really something that you can force, or you just have to know. Like Neo said, or I'm sorry, Morpheus said, you got to experience the matrix. I can't just tell you. Okay? But when you know that's you, no matter if don't nobody else get it around you, and don't nobody else agree, and they can't relate, bitch, and they say you crazy, bitch, and we don't have time. It's to a point now, like, whatever. We don't even have time to care about that. Okay? We don't have time to care about that anymore. Because when that is you know what it's designed to do. So as where maybe other people can just dilly-dally and frolic off and fuck one hoe after the next and one dude after the next, and you know what I'm saying? Party all the time, party all the time. Whatever. And maybe it seems like it's whatever for them. But maybe that's not how it's going to flow for you. Okay? It's not about judging them. It's just maybe that's not how it's gonna flow for you, because you gotta fucking concentrate, because you signed up to wake up and heal, bitch. So you can't just be chasing tail all the time and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just looking for the next high until you die. Oh shit, that rhymes. You can't just, boom, bitch, done. You can't just be searching for the next high until you die. So you must try to deny. Right? You gotta say fuck that. Because you gotta wake up and heal, bitch. You got motherfuckers trying to kill you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And shit. Like, people that they ain't there, they don't be getting that. It's like, look, I gotta heal, bitch. This ain't about just getting some another religion, bitch. I gotta deal. I gotta step into my divinity, you heard? I gotta overcome the ego on these lessons, bitch. And you heard? I'm here to be Neo, bitch. Somebody says everybody has different awakening, and not everybody signed up. Because listen, there were carnations where we were on different phases of the game, right? So not everybody for this particular carnation is going to make that degree or level, and that's fine. It's not a judgment. But we must know thyself so we can do the things we need to. I can't party like that, partner. I can't just lay with anybody no more, partner. Because my energy is affected. I know what's happening here. I can't just do that because it feels good. Okay, I can, but I'd rather not, because I really prefer to keep my energy tight. Okay, my shit is addictive. People get obsessive over those that are awakening. They're obsessed with that energy. And somebody said that part, right? And when they get, you may be wanting to let go of them, but then they don't want to let go of you. And this is where we get that third party interference, crazy energy saga, because now we're trying to walk away and they don't want you, they not okay with that. Oh shit. And now you feel like you got the heebie-jeebies and shit. Like fleas, you gotta shake your leg, bitch. You're like, oh shit, no shit. I really wish I didn't do that. Oh shit. You're like, god damn it, this is shit. I'm talking men and women alike, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling you. You're like, oh, I really wish I didn't do this. So we learn that we got to be careful too for that reason. We learn the hard way. We do. I ain't gonna lie, we do. But because then it's like you're tangling up your life with them and whatever they're doing, whatever their mental state is. Y'all see where I'm going with this shit? Once I start realizing the effects, okay, you're laying with a crazy. If you lay with a crazy, and I'm not talking about how we all deal with challenges due to abuse and harsh environments, and I'm talking about psychotics that kill people that kill people, okay? When we... They're laughing at me. I'm just saying, because I keep saying this because I want nobody to be all sensitive about the topic, because I'm certainly delicate and understand mental health needles. Anybody that's gone through trauma and abuse understand mental health needles. Okay? So I'm trying to differentiate between that. I don't want anybody to feel, no. When I'm talking about a crazy and saying stuff like that, I'm really referencing some very severe things. Okay? The shit we see on the movies and shit, bitch. Single white female movies from the 90s, bitch. You heard? Fatal Attraction movie from the 80s and shiznit. Right? Misery. You know what I'm saying? The Perfect Man, Obsession, whatever genre and year you want to refer to, but people who it's just a little one flew over the cuckoo's nest. They kill people, okay? It's like they're willing to kill people. I don't know what else to say. Because ain't that what happened to the fatal attraction lady? Listen, I know I'm getting way out there and off track a little bit, but it's still tying in here. Ain't that what was the deal, right? With the lady? Y'all remember the Glenn Close and the fatal attraction? But didn't she come off as normal? Y'all see where I'm going? She was an educated, smart, intelligent, beautiful woman that worked in an arena, the same similar arena, or she came to a party or something like that. Okay. She had a decent, intelligent conversation with him. They went to, somebody says, yep. I'm trying to paint a picture, because it's like, we be automatically thinking that because of how that presented, that the upstairs region of the person, we automatically associate that, well, they must be pretty, healthy, well, and sound. They're dressed a certain part. They look good. They smell good. They have intellectual conversations, right? You enjoy the night at the, a night out, bitch, for cocktails and shit. You know what I'm saying? You went to the park. I'm talking about this movie, okay? And so he didn't think she was a killer, okay? I'm just saying. We see the backdrop because we're watching a movie on the screen. But he didn't suspect that this lady had obsessive issues. She had a rejection and abandonment issues that causes her to go into some psychopathy, some psychotic behaviors when people decide to walk away. Okay? He didn't know that. He thought that it was just an affair. He had a good time. He enjoyed the company. And when he was ready to straighten up and fly right, and he tries to, say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sorry. I am married, and I should have told you that. And, when he tried to do that, she became crazy. And guess what? That would have been prevented if he wouldn't have been looking for adventures, looking for, spice and all of this stuff, learning how to gauge and read energy beyond a decent conversation. That would have been prevented. But because he did not, he invited third-party interference. He invited, yeah, exactly. Somebody says, yeesh. Yeah, he invited that third-party interference that attempted to hurt him, attempted to kill his wife, and attempted to scare and spook his kid. Actually, she did do that. She kidnapped his kid. She took that little innocent girl on a freaking roller coaster. Okay, she killed the kid's pet. You see the toxicity here. Some can cover it though very well. That's my point. See, this is why people like me are starting to come out more and say a lot more, because it's like this stuff is under the radar. And with this 3D world as we know it, people that's got money and fancy things, they can hide behind all of that. They can hide. This is what they use to present. They got money, they got designer clothes, they have, jobs and all that stuff. And we've mistakenly have equated that to normalcy, or to people must be pretty healthy and sound because they have a job that they've been working, for 20 years, and they have designer gear, and they have this degree and that degree. But does that mean anything? It's up to us to know thyself, so we can know the things that, air quote, the matrix are going to be trying to use to get to you, so that you can have a handle over that. And see, now in the Matrix Resurrection with Trinity, what I feel like when she was upset, I think that her Achilles heel, what they used against her was children. That's what they used against her, children, and, you know, this American dream, if you will, to keep her in a sleep comatose state. They knew that for her Achilles heel was she wanted, you know, she wanted to fulfill this role, this program. She wanted, you know, a big happy family with the blue shutters and the white picket fence. And, you know, even though her soul was sick because it wasn't who she really was, that's why she had that emptiness. But they knew that that was a part of her thing. That's her weakness. That's her Achilles heel. It's going to be hard for her to walk away. That's why she was pissed at the end. She said, this is for using children. So if it's children, if it's old people, like we all got something that, you know, causes us to put our defenses down or look the other way or choose to stay asleep or choose to stay in mediocrity. So if all it is going to take ass, then ass is what they're going to present. If all it's going to take is some nice drugs, then drugs is what they're going to present. If all it's going to take is a nice slew of money, then they're going to always try to present that. If all it takes is somebody throwing compliments at you all day, then they're going to bring in the top complimenters in the game to tell you how wonderful you are, how fine you are, how beautiful you are, to put on a maid uniform, bitch, and get the toothbrush, bitch, and be on the floor, bitch, in front of you and shit. If that's the dream. Anything so you don't wake up, my friend. You wants the French maid, bitch? We can give you a French maid. That's your dream. You wants to have somebody, bitch, with an outfit on, bringing you slippers and newspapers like it's still 1950. If that's the dream, that's your dream. Okay, we'll give it to you. Just so long as you don't wake up, so long as you don't step into your power, so long as you just let us continue to harvest you, bitch. As long as you don't say nothing. We gonna keep you nice and comatose. Okay, keep you nice and numb and neutral. If you like snacks, we're gonna provide you. I'm so bad. We'll make sure you got all the snacks you need. You can just sit up. You can eat snacks, scratch and fart, and fucking veg out on junk. Mentally, junk energetically, junk spiritually, junk literally. Just junk. You like sex, we'll keep you good and sexed up. I wanna sex you up. We'll talk to no stop. We'll send you plenty. Motherfuckers wanna sex you up. Talk, you don't stop all night. Ooh, they taking your life force, energy completely. Yes, they are taking your life force. Tick tock, you don't stop to the tick tock, you don't stop to the tick tock, you don't stop to the so bad. See, what y'all don't know, Bloomy Bloom used to be something else. Some of y'all have no idea. But see, this is why I know what I know too. Ooh, just don't fucking wake up at all. Stay asleep. Just don't wake up. I know you're not trying to sing that song. Okay, anyway. You gotta know what your shit. Gotta know what your Achilles heel. You gotta know what your kryptonite. Even Superman had kryptonite, didn't he? You gotta figure that out. Oh, shit. All right. And guess what? There's nothing wrong. I have to keep saying this because I always have people that's going to take it to one extreme or the next. So we're all here for different reasons. Like I said, some people did not carnate to deal with those levels of ascension yet, which is equally fine, equally valid. Okay. Whether or not, it doesn't matter. If you want the American dream, that's fine. If you want sex, that's fine. We're not implying that sex is bad. We're not implying that the white picket fence and the blue shutters. And we're just saying that don't allow that to be the tool used to kill you. Okay. Don't want something like that so bad that you end up trapping your life, hurting your life, allowing your desire for that kind of life to be the death of you. That's all. I believe that we can create things in a healthier version of things without needing to bypass integrity or bypass good energy. I believe there's a way for all of that. Okay? So I just wanted to say that because somebody can be like, dang, we can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But then sometimes we have to go into isolation for healing. As long as we're all over the place, collective, as long as we just live like that all over the place, hopping from one thing to the next, just one lover, one husband, one wife, one boyfriend, one girlfriend, as long as we're chaotic that way, can't sit still, always looking for a thrill, boom, can't sit still, always looking for a thrill, boom, dun, dun. Can't sit still, always looking for a thrill. As long as we're not giving ourselves space, that's all I'm saying, to clear, cleanse, balance, reconnect, we become convoluted, drowned out by all these other energies, which makes it very confusing. So this is why we talk about the importance of isolation and the hermit mode, why it serves. It serves for energy clearing. It serves for soul clearing. It serves for, releasing and tapping back in, no longer constantly looking for external extractions. It serves to get us back grounded and get us back connected to ourselves. And most people live their lives bypassing this. They live their lives running from this, which is fine. It's fine. It's their right. Right? But for those of us that know we're Neos and Trinities, honey, yeah, isolation is a requirement. That's phase 1. Isolation, bitch. Cutting motherfuckers off. Cleanse. So you can finally see the truth about what you've been dealing with. There used to be old sayings I used to hear when I was in my younger years, 20s, early 30s. Ooh, damn it. 20s, early 30s. You can't see clearly when somebody's all up in your face all the time. They're all up in your face. I'm doing this on purpose because this is what it's like. You can't see clearly. But when you allow this separation, like back up space, back up, right? You start to get a perspective, a different view, right? You're able to separate energy, make a differentiation between the energy. At first, it was like, because they all in your face. Sucky, 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 sucky. $5 sucky, sucky. Chips, snacks, weed, liquor, party, shopping. I thought I closed this door. Hold on. Hope I ain't let no creatures in there. Because I've already been cussing out karmic bugs and shit. I'm like, hold on, I'm going to get your bitch ass. You coming up in my crib, coming up fucking with me, bitch. I'll kill you and all of your bug homies, bitch. You heard? No, I'm just kidding. Jokes, y'all. Y'all got to laugh a little bit. Laugh a little bit. All right. I know I'm funny, right? But I do be cussing out bugs, though. Because that's the new energy I'm in. I'm like, I'm cussing out everything, bitch. Oh, you want to come in here? I'm going to find you. I used to be like, because see, I don't know why my son, he kills bugs. Like, he'll have a fly swatter or stuff. Like, he chases this shit down. So I used to be like, Darrell. Like, if I saw something, I'd be like, Darrell, come in here, get this here. Come get this for me. Right? I did. I used to be like, come kill this up in here, Darrell. Fine. Because I didn't want to do it, right? I was like, ew, bugs. Now, I'm in another energy. I'd be like, where that shit at? I'd be like, where they bitch ass at? I'm dun 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 dun. I'd be like, sorry, bug. And then I'm talking to her. I'd be like, you know what? I wouldn't have killed you. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I wouldn't have killed you, bug. See, I believe. You know what I'm saying? You're here for a reason. I didn't want to kill you. You heard? I don't have no beef with you. I'm like, but see, you came up in here fucking with me, though. Okay? You came in here trying to sting me. You came here trying to bite me. You heard? So I'm sorry. So it was going to be you or me, because you in my space, okay? Your space supposed to be outside. So if you coming in here fucking with me, then you liable to get dealt with. Okay? These are jokes, y'all. Okay? You liable to get God. You gonna get God. You gonna get God. be like, somebody gonna say, how come you just don't open the door to let it fly out or let it go out? Now, to tell the truth, I do try that approach sometime if the situation warrants. Okay? It just depends. If they're a close proximity to a door, you know, if it's kind of easier to sway them out and shit like that, and they seem to be a little more, you know, pliable. But the resistant, stubborn ones that wants to go toe to toe with me, I'm like, you finna die there. So sorry, you finna die there. But okay, shouldn't fuck with me. Okay, I tried to let you out the door. You heard? I tried to free your ass, bitch. I didn't want to kill you. You know, I ain't got no beef. You came here for me. You came here for me. Right? Oh, shit. Because you get tired of it. You get to a point, that's that poking the bear. They poked it 12 times. The bear didn't do nothing. Bear didn't say nothing. Bear didn't move. Okay? They poked and 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 poked until the bear eventually woke up and everybody lost their head. Because it wouldn't stop. Let's poke the bear. Let's poke the bear. Anyway, let me get going. It's getting dark. Clones, bitch, was the topic. I know we got off topic, but it's about the Matrix, conversation about Matrix clones, reason why they target your kin folks, your bloodline, your love life, and your spirituality. Those are the three main pillars. Those are where the main attacks are going to be. If they know you have a certain spiritual bent, then, like I said, they're going to work that as well. Okay, so you can take down that guard so they can infiltrate. Here we come. Knock, knock. We finna read some scriptures. Hello. They're going to come in all, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Or they're going to send, see, this is an all-time fave. They're going to send in the posse Okay, that's going to reinforce that. So if you have a certain religious or spiritual band, they're going to send in your Achilles heel in the form of a lover that's coming in saying all the just kind of religion you need, bitch. They're going to be saying all the sayings, and they're going to be doing all this shit. Because why? You're going to least expect that they would have any capability to do anything fucked up to you. You're going to trust them. You're not going to think that they have it in them to betray you on any level. So they know full well that's going to be the last place you suspect anything. You will suspect innocent individuals before you would even suspect them. And they know that. I know some people burning up, boy. See, now y'all got to see why I be saying y'all got to send love and light, positive vibes to people like myself. Because some of the stuff that folks like me are starting to share, the light bulbs are going on for some people. For some people. And that's pissing these other people off, because it's like revealing the playbook. It's like you're exposing the whole game. How are you going to expose the game? And you know, well, so now do y'all know why Neo is targeted? Why Trinity is targeted? Why the Morpheuses are targeted? Because they're exposing the playbook. They know that they're part of the plan or part of the process of the evolution of humanity. They ain't liking that. The people, the predatory energy types are like, yeah, we're going to need you to not do that. We're going to need to crazy make you look nuts so people won't believe you. We're going to need to kill you. Yeah. Y'all giving them hell, though. Boom. Stand alive. Stand alive. Stand alive. Stand alive. Stand alive. Yeah. Dun 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 na 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 dun na na. You can tell by the way it walk. No time to talk. It's all right. It's okay. You can look the other way. Something. Somebody says, Bloom, you don't know how on point you are tonight. Oh, wow. Yeah, Bloom been in the game for a little minute. People just didn't know I was in the game. That was a part of the plan as well. She Clarita Kent. Hey. Yeah, you always get them smooth with the simpleton energy. They'll never know it. It pisses them off, boy. Good. I don't know what they thought. Thought they was going to have company with my son. That's what they thought. Yeah. People gonna drop. Why is this? I mind my business. I shared a short on my YouTube from somebody, a creator that was on here, that I found hilarious. I find humor in everything, but I liked how it was like, minding my business, right? It's like, I was cracking up. I was like, And people feel entitled to fuck with you, so that means they're entitled to get what they got coming for doing it then. Okay? That's how I feel about life. Okay, because I'm minding my business. Minding my business. Okay, you want to come for me? Don't cry then. Okay? Don't, no tears. No tears. We gonna mount up like a boss. No tears then. Don't cry. Coming for me and my son and what's mine. And, shit started going to the left. Okay? Don't cry. Because I'm over here minding my business. Okay? I'm not all over people's page. I don't spend my waking hours going on people's page, saying nasty things to people on their creations. Okay? I'm not sending out haterade energy on people's shit. I'm not, harassing people at their job. I'm not calling people's exes. I'm not contacting practitioners to do rituals on other people's lovers, and I'm minding my business. I'm not making it my point to try to go to every spiritual arena or religious arena and step in their field and step in their creations and prove my point. I'm minding my business. I say and do on my own personal creation like everybody else need to do. But I'm not inserting myself anywhere. I'm not wishing ill on people who not wishing ill on me. How about that? I'm not wishing ill on people that are just because they're different than me. They don't believe like me. They don't look like me, talk like me, walk like me. I'm not saying, ooh, kill them because they doesn't thoueth, thinketh like Ieth doeth. That's not my business. It's not my jurisdiction in place to do that. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to deal with someone else's belief systems. I'm here to deal with mine. And to be a decent fucking being. That's what I'm here for. And then have a little fun and shit. Dun, dun, dun. At the same time. Dun, 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 dun. But y'all send me some positive energy though, because Bloom Bloom, she don't know. I'm working on this. I'm talking to my ancestors and guides and my higher selves about this. Okay? Because once you do go through this stuff, I'm like, I think I turned into asexual. And I have to deal with that. When I found out what asexual is, okay? I don't want to be, somebody said love. So, yeah, send love light. Send love light. Because, I don't know, okay? I don't know. Because I've seen too much mayhem connected to sex. I think maybe that's why, and I got to kind of deal with that. I've seen too much mayhem connected with sex, even though sex is beautiful. But because of what I've seen people reduce themselves to, the acts that people have committed, it's all connected to that shit. What it does to your energy, putting your health and well-being at risk because somebody else is loose and reckless. And you feel like you got the heebie-jeebies. You're shaking your leg. You be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell? It's like, even if it's no physical disease, because it's not always about the physical disease, but you'd be like, I got the heebie-jeebies and shit. Just for 30 seconds of feel good. Because it comes down to that. Right? Somebody's hands and shit and all that. Ugh. So I'm trying to recover. Okay? I'm like, I don't know, man. And for me, it's not about religion. So this is not about being prudish and list of rules and regs. For me, it's like, man, I don't need now another crazy and shit, bitch. I ain't trying to deal with nobody else's lunatic and lovers and shit. I ain't trying to deal with nobody lunatic exes and them and shit. I don't want to have to put judgment into the universe and say, handle them, because see, they fucked up when they decided to come fuck with me. This is where they done fucked up the whole game. So You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do that. I want to have to take motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? See, I ain't trying. And this is a part of why. For me, it's a part of why. Because I'm like, look, I don't want to have to do it, but I will. Because people be having weirdly obsessed. Somebody said handle them. They be having weirdly obsessed people and shit. I'm like, see, That's fucking with my energy, my kid energy and shit, my business energy. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go ahead, call judgment team, do what's necessary and shit. Cause these motherfuckers crossing the line. People got to get a clue, man. That's why I don't want to do it. That's part of me why I don't want to deal. Because I'm like, look, then people drop like flies, stuff start happening, and everybody looking at me. They're looking at me. It's like, look, they came for me. They fucking with me. So that's the price you pay for coming for coming for divine. So y'all wants to be mad at motherfuckers. Be mad at motherfuckers that wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. And unfortunately, it costed them. Okay? So I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business. Shit. I get sick of that shit. It's like, go on, deal with their ass. They shouldn't have been doing weird shit. They want motherfucker that bad, or they that addicted, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go handle that shit. Handle it. You heard? The other day I created a short. I was like, leave the F alone, cause you can go over there, do whatever you choose, but then leave the F. See, that's the theme of Divine Feminine. It's like, look, she ain't a thirsty hoe. Go anywhere you choose, but leave. She's saying that to these other women. She's saying it to all these people. Like, look, it serves you. Take your mouth off of me and stay far away from me. Because folks is grown. I'm so bad. You get tired of that, y'all. I'm telling y'all, you do. Divine Feminine is like, look, if these thirsty motherfuckers, look, we can't control. People be mad at you. You ain't controlling these folks and shit. You minding your business, minding your somewhere, buddy. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all. I'm out.